A city has all sides: the good, the bad, the ugly, the sad, the depressed, the happy. And none of these sides can hide. Street photography is about capturing all of these sides at any given moment and showing the very essence, soul, and reality of the city streets. Every image must be able to hold its own and tell us a story. If it can't do that, well, then it's just not street photography. On May 30th, 2019, 13 photographers converged on a city, and for a single 24-hour period, from midnight to midnight, they roamed the streets, capturing life as it unfolds, as it happens, as it really is. That city was Jerusalem.
In my personal experience, the name Jerusalem begins with the childhood in Romania, when my grandfather used to put me on his lap, and together we secretly heard the voice of Israel and Romania. Every program started with the same opening: "Here is the voice of Israel from Jerusalem." Even now, 35 years after arriving to Israel, I am still excited to visit Jerusalem, and recently my excitement is even more intensified by the fact that almost every week I come to take pictures in the old city of Jerusalem. The discovery of Jerusalem takes place at any given moment, at any level: scientific, political, historical, spiritual, or social.
My name is Corinne. I came to Israel from Morocco with my family when I was just a baby. I always was a storyteller, but now I'm using my camera to tell my own stories, and many of my stories are concentrated in Jerusalem. I love this city. It's an important part of my life. Most weekends I go to Jerusalem in the early hours, and I see people who have come from their early morning prayers. Soon people begin selling all kinds of things, and I'm surrounded by so many colors, sounds, and smells. I'm crazy about the architecture of Jerusalem. It has many layers, and when I get the chance to step onto a rooftop, it feels like I'm on the top of the world. The special atmosphere of Jerusalem causes that the shots I take are often full of spirituality. There's a wonder in the city. More and more doors are opened up, and I always discover a new pathway I've never seen before.
Every city has its music, its vibe, its tempo, its character, but Jerusalem is something so much more. Maybe because it's over 3,000 years old, maybe because of the spirituality and the connection all three major religions in the world have to it. A poet once said, "There are people with hearts of stone, and there are stones with hearts of people," and he meant Jerusalem. I felt both very old and very young, maybe a link in a 3,000-year-old chain, and I tried to capture that in my shots. I took shots of old people resembling the past and of children resembling the future, and I tried to put them together in the same frame to show what I feel about Jerusalem. Nothing is like Jerusalem, And the people on the streets, without being aware of that, are part of its unique and special life.
What I really love about street photography is the authenticity that I think street photography holds. So in contrast to portrait photography, which is posed, the emotion that comes through a picture in posed photography or portrait photography is very minimal, and whatever it is feels like something that was manufactured or created. In street photography, because it's all candid, you can really feel the authentic moment within every picture, and with a little bit of luck and a little bit of good timing and a good photographer. So when you look at a street photo, you feel the emotions that you would feel as if you were really there in the picture. You can feel thousands of years of history. You can see it in the stones as you walk through the streets, and you know that millions of people for thousands of years before you have walked over those exact same stones. It's hard to explain because it's a feeling.
There is no other city in the world that contains in it so many conflicts like Jerusalem. And that is one of the reasons for the city charm.
Jerusalem, wow, it's a city that really took me over. I just couldn't believe what I was experiencing by just walking around, looking at the shooks, the alleys, the old stones, the old buildings. What is really captivating is the people walking around. And you have Christians, Jews, Muslims, all different characters, and some of them, they seem to be like they were there forever. Especially the priests and the imams and the rabbis, the Ashkenazis, the ultra-Orthodox. It just amazes you. Someone told me once, aren't you tired of going to the old city taking pictures? I don't think there's such a thing. Jerusalem will never end for me. Every time of the year, every single year, every month, there's something different. There's something amazing. You go in the morning and you see different things. You go in the evening, you see different things at noon. Being in a project capturing the life of the city within the walls and outside the walls was simply amazing and unforgettable experience.